This book was on my mind last night. I saw it in my mind's eye, but I didn't know where it was and I didn't want to go digging for it. So I just went to bed. Excuse me. We're going to dive into this one. Meaningful connection and the language of human experience. And it was funny because I opened it. Most mothers have like cute baby books. Me, I have a torn out page, a random page of my son's feet, just in a random book. Oh well, at least I still have them. He was asking me like how much he weighed and stuff, and I was like, I don't know. I don't remember. I was drugged up, bro. Pushing your big head out. Uh, he was my biggest baby at 6.5 pounds. Or yeah, 6.5 pounds. Now this book is not about grief, but the parts of it that I have read were, I remember, um, during like the darkest time of my life. And I just cried and cried and cried and cried as I read the chapters here on grief. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready to share that right now, but my arm is tired from holding this. I got to figure out a better system. For now, we're going to talk about, we're going to go through this book. There's a really pretty picture of an anatomical heart blooming, and that's like my favorite imagery. So I love like the heart and the brain because I think they should be aligned. Like, yeah, like whole health is when your heart and your brain are on the same fucking page, and not at war with one another. But I took a picture of this and I'll put it at the end of this video. We are the map makers and the travelers. And places we go when things are uncertain or too much. This is chapter 1. Stress, overwhelm, anxiety, worry, avoidance, excitement, dread, fear, vulnerability. Oh, my arm. Wow. Here's a quote by Rumi. It says, "Heart is sea, language is shore. Whatever sea includes will hit the shore." This just jumped out at me and this is really embarrassing. It's not embarrassing, it's whatever. I was just in a mood. I was just bored scrolling and I saw a thing on Instagram. It was like, "Oh, we all have our own dragon. Meet your dragon." I'm like, "Okay, let's see if I have a dragon." Closed my eyes and the Instagram post had like a handful of questions, and I was like, "All right, do I have a little dragon buddy out there in the astral world or whatever?" I don't know what you call it. But as soon as I closed my eyes, I literally, whoa. And I know this sounds so weird, but I literally I was immediately like standing next to this giant, like, it's so weird to say out loud. Whatever. This is just a fun little thing I was doing. I was like, fuck it, let's see. And I was like, whoa. And what really stood out to me wasn't like seeing a dragon in my mind's eye, right? That's imagination. But it was the feeling that was accompanied with it. I felt like this wave of like steadiness and peace and like just out of nowhere. I was just being goofy, silly, like, okay, do I have a dragon? And in this purple, it was like this big purple Barney, no, but there were like shimmers of like gold and green. And the questions on the post were like, ask your dragon its name. And I was like, what's your name? you know, didn't get an answer. It was just kind of like, really, you're asking me what my name is? And it felt like I didn't feel like fearful or I don't know. It just felt like a really calm, steady, peaceful. I probably won't post this. Whatever. I'll just talk to my phone right now. Let's be real. I'll probably post it because I'm in a who cares. Actually, no. I have a lot of content that I haven't posted because I don't know. Like I was doing like sauna wrap confessionals, and I was talking about losing my virginity. I was like, better not post that. Fuck it. Who cares, right? I'm just being me and I'm sharing myself with y'all. If you don't like it, keep on scrolling. But okay, so I just was goofing around and instantly had this like feeling of just like, I know you, you know me. Like it was this already bonded, already knew you, like this age old, timeless, kind of like a protector, guardian vibe, you know? Anyway, so the questions were that I was like trying to do this exercise, right? The questions were what's your name? Didn't get an answer, so apparently my dragon doesn't have a name. Um, but it was answering me like not by speaking, like telepathically, I guess. And I asked, why did you choose me? That was one of the questions. And immediately in my mind, I heard, because of your strength. Okay. I mean, I know I'm strong. I know I'm unbreakable, but like, I don't know. Is this my subconscious just trying to like formulate something? I don't know, but there was this feeling that accompanied this moment, you know? And then the next question was, what are you teaching me in this lifetime? And it like lowered itself for me to climb on top, and it like instantly we were like above the earth, above the world, above everything, and I saw like this glowing web, like multiple layers, multiple dimensions, like I don't know how to explain it, but like totally like I want to say 3D, but it wasn't 3D because it was like more than that. But it was like this web. It's the best way I can describe it, over everything, all of the earth, all of humanity. And um, I'm like, okay. And I heard you get to rise above this. You don't have to operate within that. And I'm like, okay, so perspective, you're here to teach me perspective or what? Like, I was like, no, you don't operate on any timelines. You don't operate under any rules of spirituality or rules of humanity. You literally have the ability with your mind to pull yourself out and above all of it. Time itself. That's what I'm here to teach you. And I'm like, whoa. And I know this sounds really silly, but it was like, it was just, it felt like an out of body experience. Is that the right word? I don't know. It felt like I wasn't me sitting in my living room, like having a little silly moment. It felt real. And it felt important or sovereign, you know? So fuck timelines. You know, I'm all about like my highest timeline and all the spiritual jargon. Like fuck that. Fuck the rules of anything. Why do we continually limit ourselves, even in arenas where we say there are no limits? You know what I mean? So I'm going to practice meditation and pulling myself out and above all of it and do my best to like just experience what that feels like to be outside of all the rules, outside of time itself, and see what I see. Should be fun. But I'm going to read chapter 1 and then I'll be back. I forgot to even, the whole reason why I was triggered to tell that dragon story was this quote. Well, you can't see it. Why am I trying to show you? From Rumi, heart is sea, language is shore, whatever sea includes will hit the shore. So when it said heart is sea, I was like, oh, because the last question for the little dragon experience was to ask it what it saw in my crystal heart. I don't even know. I'm like, okay, I didn't know crystal hearts were a thing. So I was just going through the questions and I asked that. And of course, instantly, I heard endless oceans of blue, green, and turquoise. So the heart is sea, language is shore. So when I think about like oceans, I think of emotions. And I've always felt like my emotions are too much. And I think, meow. I think my strength or my power or whatever is the depth of my emotions. And blue is like the color for like the throat chakra. The higher heart for like unconditional love and unconditional connection is like turquoise. Green is the heart chakra. My heart is an endless ocean of emotional depth. But also like paired with like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It was really cool. It was just a really cool moment. And then just opening to this book in the introduction. This is not even chapter 1. That's just the intro, but it had that little Rumi quote. Heart is sea. I'm gonna quit fighting my emotions. I'm gonna, you know what? And if people can't handle it, fuck them.